inside my full guard. And what we're going to start with is the reason why we do this, the reason why I teach the kids this is sometimes the kids won't do what adults do or vice versa. So Steve's going to start by doing a cross collar choke inside my guard. And this actually does work. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but it's a lot of risk versus reward. So what we're going to do from here, we're going to start the cross collar. My hand goes under, I call it a snake bite. So that snake goes through and bites, and I'm trying to get hold of the elbow. My second hand comes up and I'm just putting a bridge against Steve's neck. So if Steve tries to close the space down, I've got this ability to hold him. What I'm doing now is this, I put my foot on the hip so that the elbow's caught, he can't pull the arm out. Take my foot to my hand. So the arm's pretty deep. Now, the part that I see people have issues with is when they take the leg out, they take it wide. So I want to push Steve's head long, so there's quite a bit of tension on the neck and the arm, short distance. Now this is the part, like from here, Steve can drive his head into me to stack me up, you know, which is one of the counters. So what I'll do is the leg over the head is the leg that my knee flares and extends to put the arm bar. Now if he keeps hold of my collar, he'll pretty much arm bar himself. So if Steve now tries to drive into me and stack me up, because the angle on the head, it becomes more difficult. Where if I do the traditional where I raise my hips, it's better for him. So we're going to make a couple of little subtle new changes on this from the guard. So once again, we have the cross collar choke. We attack the bottom arm, we attack the top. We lock the elbow in position so my knee's high. And now my hand, 1, 2. I go into the neck and I push. I actually can choke your partner from here as well. It's not the goal, but you can. So push over 1, and now turn my knee out. So it's like I'm touching my feet and slowly flare. I have hold of the arm, I'm more on the elbow, and I slowly kick, and the arm bar's going to come on pretty tight. I like this because from the kids program, a lot of kids feel that they can do the cross cut and they pass very heavy, like stacking them up. So this is one of the main counters that we do from the kids' point of view. The second reason being is that, like, if we spoke about like the MMA or a street location where Steve cups the back of my head and like goes, I'm gonna punch in the face. So I'm like, cool, no dramas. You know, like I'm doing exactly the same concept to get the arm bar off the punch. So it's, you know, he's got the control of the head, so I just block here. So as he goes to punch me, even if he pulls the arm back, it's quite a, you know, so he goes, oh, why I'm strong, you pull the arm back, you know, like really hard pulls his arm back, whoop, and I go triangle or I'm a plat. Because he's giving me what I want. So this is the kind of the MMA prospect about it, is it still does work on the street, as long as, you know, you shouldn't, number 1, be on your back on the street. Number 1. Number 2, never let him get hold of your head. Yeah. Number 3, you know, like, yeah, don't fight, walk away. Okay, thanks, Steve. Ian, come here. I'll walk you around this way a little bit. More. Okay, full guard. So what Ian's going to do from here is going to start a X-choke or cross collar choke from inside my full guard. 1, 2. We attack the bottom arm, not the top arm, because I want to lock into place. Snake bite. On the arm that I'm arm barring, I lock it into position so my foot goes onto the hip. And what I'm doing is I take my foot to my hand, push the head. So from here, push the head, leg comes over. This is the part that makes this really important, is if my feet are high and even, Ian can turn the guard and stack me out. So what I'm doing is I flare my knee, number 1, and I take my leg long. And that's going to put me in the position, number 1, to lose this balance, number 2, to take the arm bar. Let's have a quick shot back, guys. 1, 2, 3. What this will do, this will open up a couple of variables, depending on how my partner reacts. And we're going to backtrack after this one just a little bit. Into my guard, please, Michelle. So sometimes what happens is Sheldon gets a collar choke, X-choke on me, but he hunkers down really low. Like, you know, I'm trying to get down, but there's no way I can get my leg around the head. Does that kind of make sense? So like I'm going here, but I'm like, man, I'm not going to get that leg around the head. So I'll swim my arms through to the opposite side. So instead of trying to push the face, and he's like, you know, head's down in my face, I'm like trying, like, man. So I'll swim my arm through and underneath the leg. take the armbar here instead. So they pretty much land head first onto the ground. Of course, I've got both their arms. They are pretty much helpless from here. So it's X choke, same again, and hand through. But Sheldon kind of goes like, you know, and I'm like trying to push him like, man, this guy's, or it could be like an ultra heavyweight that I don't want their weight on top of me, you know what I mean? So I'm here. So first thing I do is I just swap my arms and come under. This is the hardest part. Number one, create a space for them to fall into. So walk my leg open and my leg goes up under the armpit. Right, nice. The option would be that I keep the arm or I don't keep the arm. Option one is I do keep the arm. This foot kicks to over the shoulder, here. On top, sweep to mouth. So that's option one, which will be sweep to mouth. That's possibly the most common reaction that I get with sweep to mouth. Option two would be I'm doing the same thing. Sheldon hunkers down low, so swap my arms from here. And this time what I'm doing is, as I get to here, he goes, I'm getting swept and tries to counterbalance. I can push and take the armbar. So this is where he tries to pop his head up. And it's almost like a punch, a little bit of a punch, just to get the room to get my leg over. Option three will be the triangle. How's that feel so far?
Good.
I'm trying to be really nice.
No, you are, mate. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. 1, 2 from here. Hard kick down low. So here, and I change my grip to this side. As I swing a few posts. Boom. And try. Pretty much, no matter what you do within reason, I have the ability to control and attack you. Right. So for me, leg grab, roll over sweep, leg grab armbar, leg grab triangle. They're the three sequences that I work from this position. I'll grab Ian inside my guard. So the difference on this one versus the other, so Ian goes cross collar choke inside my guard. So I'll go snake bite and go to control, but Ian goes no way and starts hunkering down. I'm like, oh man, super tight. So I'm having a lot of trouble doing this. So I swap my hand through, I go underneath the leg. So I'm going palm up, here. Now, create a valley. So what I mean, create a valley. Tuck my leg high, treat it like this. This is sweep. Mount position. Sweep to mount, 6 points. Number one. Gosh, you're heavy for a lightweight. Number two, it's exactly the same thing. So X choke from here. Okay, snake bite, can't get it. Control the arm. Here, swing, and as I'm just, Ian goes, I'm getting swept, lifts his hand up nice and high, and I've got from here. Foot comes over. Now, foot wide. That's the key, not that. Take it this way. Armbar. He pulls the arm out. Switch. And triangle. So, leg grab, roll over sweep. Leg grab, armbar. They post, triangle. I'll put the time on for about 5 minutes. Play around with this guy, so do it a couple of times each. 1, 2, 3. Go. So he does the cross collar choke. First thing, I always take the bottom arm. Why would I take the bottom arm?
Because you've got control.
Kind of. Okay. His elbow's the closest to my hips. It's the closest to my hips. So when I spin, it's on my hip line. Where on the top one, of course his arm is actually far away because I have to cross it over that arm. There's a fulcrum in the way. Right. So on the bottom one, I can actually hold it on my hip. So I do like the bottom one. Cross it over. So we call it snake bite. Hand goes through. Snake bite. Hand goes through. Create a space first. You can put your foot onto the hip as well if you want to. That's kind of a personal preference. Take your foot to your hand, and that's what holds them down. I do like to push into the neck. You're not going to choke them, but it's uncomfortable from here. The leg comes over. Turn my knee out. Quick turn my foot in. This way, if Ben does try to stack me up, I've got really nice control versus where I'm here and raise my hips, Ben can stack me up pretty easy. So number two, when I'm here, he says, I'm not raising my hips. I kick that leg long, and that will put the arm bar on. Once I'm here and the arms are extension, I can now raise my hips. Number 2, from here, it says, as I'm doing that, Ben pulls his arm out, switch, transfer to the opposite side, lift your hips up, lock it in, and triangle. So whether I get the arm bar or whether I get the triangle, I'm not really fussed, but it's that setup, that snake bite is what controls the arm and controls the posture. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Does that help you?
Yeah. Thank you.
Same concept from the collar choke and the arm bar and the triangle and the sweep. And we're going to put it together in a system where they're not actually doing a choke with us, they're doing like decent jiu-jitsu. I enjoyed, this is a kind of a series that I like to play when we're doing competition rounds. I kind of enjoy it. I like the fact that it pops up quite a fair bit. If you play guard, that this option pops up quite a fair bit, and it's just utilising it and how to get to position to do it. Okay, Ben, inside my guard, please. So we have the full guard, and a lot of time from here, they have the standard, which is one hand high, one hand low. You know what I mean? So, you know, like trying to get from here. And this hand might not even be attacking to do the choke or submission. He's just got the nice post on it. So a lot of time that we're here, right, I can't do the arm bar because the hand on the hips controls it. So instead of trying to move it, we're just going to change the game. So I'm going to get the 2-on-1 grip. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise my hips super high, shoot my hand under, and turn my head to the side. So this will compress the wrist a little bit. We've got to do a pendulum motion now. So I'm kind of taking both of my legs at the same time. Right? So it's like a nice V. And I don't want Ben to land onto my leg and knock him over, so I have this nice one. And this is the part that makes a difference is we push your hand that way, as deep as we can. Right? So number 1, obviously, arm bar. Number 2, the sweep. Number 3, I let go, he pulls the arm out. Oh, push, yep. And then knee to the face, lock it up, squeeze, finish. Number 4, already number 5. So for me, this sequence gives me kind of everything that I need. It's a nice sequence. I do hit this quite a fair bit in the rounds, and the reason being is that I kind of get this grip. And most people kind of go, they don't want the hand on the collar, so they kind of go, that's exactly right. So as they start to move backwards, raise your hips, shoot your hand under. This is the hardest part. Make a V with your legs, sweep. And this is your choice. Don't go here, because the arm's not right yet, so pull the arm across. You can feel the difference on that. So it's almost throwing his head forward, arm bar, sweep, let it go for the arm bar, pulls it out, omoplata, pops his head up nice and high, swing, triangle. So the sequence kind of puts me in a really dominant position where he's not doing anything wrong, but my attack sequence is quite an aggressive sequence as long as I keep the pressure and the tension on my partners. Here, come hither. Right, so Ian's inside my full guard, and he has exactly the same thing where he has one hand forward, one hand opposite. So I get the grip from here to attack this one from here, raise my hips nice and high, shoot my hand under onto that side leg, drop my hips, pendulum. Right, so what I mean by pendulum, open up my legs, push out across. Right, so here, arm bar, sweep, change grips, push the other arm out, triangle, whole sequence, right? So just that one thing, so just that one grip, entrance to 4 attacks. Let's have a shot. See, and so it's kind of a weird thing that like they get the Kimura and they hit the Kimura, you know, and you can actually finish the Kimura from inside the guard from here. Specifically if my arm's been isolated and the elbow's on the side of the body, Right. So once we're in this position, I can't armbar anymore. Right. So if we're doing the Kimura from here, like before he gets it, and we're here, I can armbar because it's centre line, and I can do the armbar. But we're going to assume that my partner's done good jiu-jitsu and they've put it here. So the first things first is that what they generally want to do is pull my elbow down towards my hips to put the Kimura on. So what I'm going to do from here is this, is instead of trying to move my arm, I kick my legs as long as I can, put my head on, kick my legs as long as I can, hand goes in front. Now I start to hit the armbar. So it's just about that distance management instead now. So what I see people do is, once they're in the danger zone, they try and rescue the arm, but it's pretty locked into, and I don't have a lot of time. So I can't put my hand through the gap, so I squeeze my legs and I kick down, 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 I put my hands through, okay, under. So this is kind of exciting. Now, because my elbow's free and his elbow's above my shoulder, if Steve tries to do the Kimura now, I've got a lot more playtime. Hip escape, and we're in the game. Now I can actually reverse it back to him as well. So we can go Kimura for Kimura. The beautiful thing about it is I can just tension the head to put that armbar on. So I'm in a far better position than my partner. So I guess one thing is there's no safe place in BJJ. Like, you know, my guard will feel good. If he gets that Kimura offside, he can still tap me with it. Right, so my job is to get the distance or the space to benefit me so that I can attack you off it. How's that feel?
Yeah, good. Wouldn't be able to tap with that.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Hey, come in. So I just looked through. So Ian's inside my full guard, and what's going to happen is Ian sets a Kimura up. So the Kimura, and he has the Kimura. So this is like actually quite good for Ian. So I can't move my arm. So first thing is I get my legs and I kick my legs down as long as I can. My hand goes in front. As long as the elbow's up off the ground, I've got playtime. Turn towards him, leg comes over, armbar. Right. So it's a little bit, you know, like most people are going to kick Kimura. Look, worst comes to worst is if I'm in the Kimura and I kick, my hand goes through and he lets go, I'm actually on to the back. You know what I mean? So like it's regardless of, if he goes, man, I'm going to get armbar and let's go the Kimura, I'm halfway to your back, so I have a look at the back take instead. Let's have a quick look at that, guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, first partner, let's go 3 minutes and 3 minutes and we're done.